once again, you catch me on the highway at a high speed. So, what we got? Is that one of the little Royal Enfields? That was cute. So can we all agree that champagne can only come from the champagne territory of France? That Italian champagne and California champagne do not exist. What the hell is this car? There was another one of these cars. What the heck is this? Wow. There's another one. I passed one a second ago. What is this? What the heck? It's a Cadillac of some sort. Wow. And they're going real slow on the interstate. There must be some kind of concept car. That was cool. Oh, that looks safe. Anyway, so I am not a wine aficionado or a champagne aficionado, but I do appreciate traditions. You know, it's like working hard, you know, and having a good work ethic and producing something for you and raising a good family, and, you know, people that take pride in, you know, they've discovered something, you know, like pawpaw trees. Yeah, pawpaw trees is something that people don't even think about, the pawpaw fruit, because it's hard to grow. It takes 10 years for the tree to start producing its fruit. It really only grows well in the Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio district, maybe a little bit of West Virginia. Deer eat them, love them, tear them down. People don't know how to cook with them. But they can only come from this general region here and be worth a. Champagne can only come from France. The people in France, you know, discovered that and, you know, created the best bubbling, sparkling wine. And while I'm not an expert, I have had a glass of champagne from Champagne, France, and I'm like, oh, huh, I wish I was better at this, because it was good. You know, it was good. In the same regards, bourbon can only come from Kentucky. There's no such thing as bourbon made anywhere else. Bourbon made anywhere else is whiskey. Bourbon, by definition, can only come from Kentucky. And if you're really a purist, it can only come from eastern Kentucky and be sold out of the Port of Maysville, which is also Limestone City. But I'll give it that, you know, the Port of Maysville has long since not been an active port, and there's only one whiskey distillery in Maysville, which is Old Pogue, which is really good whiskey, really good bourbon. And Buffalo Trace, which was, you know, formerly created by E.H. Taylor, set the standard for what bourbon is supposed to be defined at. Well, they might have defined what the ingredients has, but if it didn't come from with the limestone water of Kentucky, which originally made it smooth, then it was not bourbon. And you're going, what's this got to do with anything? Well, I'll tell you what's got to do with anything. It upsets people, because people are like, oh no, it could be an American drink. It's just got to have these ingredients. Like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And it is, you know, people will pull up the Wikipedia. I was like, the Wikipedia entry has nothing to do with the history of bourbon. It's just like this, how it's defined and stuff. But the history of bourbon goes back to the Whiskey Rebellion, and you have to learn the history of American politics to understand Whiskey Rebellion and bourbon, and why it can only come from the Kentucky region of the planet. In the same regards, Harley Davidsons can only be built in America. I mean, it's just, like, you know, my uncles, I had one uncle that bumped through me. One uncle that claimed that Harley Davidson quit making Harley Davidsons in 1967, when the cone shovel came about. He was a generator bottom end fanatic. He was a panhead fanatic at that. And I spent my entire life arguing with him about it. And which was, you know, a fun game of philosophy if you love Harley Davidsons. But Harley Davidsons can only be made in America. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about taking risk and suffering. Because I'm a commuter. I am a daily commuter. And I recently moved, in the process of moving to the studio in my place. I quit my job and got a new job, and it's farther away, and I'm going to have to suffer a little bit. Bad weather, traffic, and it would be much easier it really would be easier to just jump in the car, turn the air conditioning on, put the earbuds in, listen to a podcast about whatever, and not deal with traffic. This is, you know, what is this? This is Thursday night? Yeah, I'm going to the Indian Larry block party. I'm going to go as far as I can tonight and then sleep and then drive on into the city tomorrow. But you have to suffer a little bit for your art, and this is art. Using your Harley Davidson as a valid mode of transportation is art. It is performance art at that. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. The more you encourage other people to do it, the better the industry gets. The better the bikes are designed, the better the gear is. And the more you're being like, you know, as much as everybody likes to talk about how bad your ego is, you got an ego going, yeah, motherfucker. I ride my Harley Davidson year round and I commute on it. And when you get the other commuters, and the company I work for has a lot of commuters, it's like we have this little band of nomads that meet every morning or every afternoon and then spread back out to go do our own thing with our families. Very pleased with my commuting vehicle. I gotta do a walk around. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Do a walk around of my machine, my weapon, my tool. But I'm a purist. I believe that if you're a motorcyclist, you have to commute. You have to drive it. You have to treat it like a mode of transportation. That's why the Harley Touring chassis appeals to me, because I can use it, you know, granted, I like nothing better than a stripped down hot rod. My buddy AJ's got a Indian Sport Chief, and it is badass, and I'm telling you, it would be the ultimate traffic machine to you know, thread that needle. But I can haul my gear in this. I can haul my stuff to work. I can haul my gym clothes. I can haul cami stuff, and we're going on a long trip, and so, you know, comfortably, and it still has hot rod capabilities, and it sounds good and it looks good. It's classic. So it's, I mean, even though it's suffering for art, and art has to have some kind of aesthetics that appeals to the artist. Otherwise, you just wind up dressing funny and looking weird and talking gibberish. I need that lane over there, and I'm getting squeezed out by the Jasper thing and this freaking camera, and I'm not going to thread that needle. Well, let's go back here behind the Jasper truck. I can't believe Jasper's still in business. I have heard nothing ever good about Jaspers. I guess they sell enough of them. I just only hear the bad stuff. I guess they got their own truck. They must sell a lot of them. There we go. Tesla. So on that piece of philosophy. Let's call it philosophy. Yeah. Suffer a little bit. Get you some good gear. Tolerate the rain just like you would tolerate a cold shower. Tolerate the cold just like you would get warmed up to go to a football game. Build you a machine that's made for exactly what you need to do, and get out there and do it. We live in a world where everything has got to be about killing pain. Everything's about killing pain. I mean, from arthritis to anxiety, it's all, you know, we medicate everything. We prolong and create suffering when we don't have to, and we don't suffer when we should. Yeah, I know, I'm getting deep here. You know, come on, guy, if you're gonna go, you better jump over here. Come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, you might want to not stop right when the light's about to turn green. On that note,